Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ben from Parker Baits. Now I'm going to make this one short and sweet and keep my voice down as well. I'm at Orchid Lakes in Oxford, and known as home of the 30s. I've never fished here before, so it's quite exciting for me, and wouldn't it be lovely to get a 30? I'm only here for the next 24 hours. Well, I say 24 hours. I'm actually off in the morning, and I turned up, and by the time I've actually got some rods in the water, which are down to my left now, and I'll touch on that in a second. But I've probably got the rods out about 11, something like that. I'm off tomorrow around 10:30, but I've got to pack the rods up about 9, and I'm driving from here to another lake. But yeah, what a place, to turn up, come through a gated fence, which I thought was brilliant. Obviously another thing that I go through with anywhere I fish, I like to touch on exactly what's going on. So one, people can turn up and they're not going in grey, and also they get a good insight of exactly what the venue's about, whether they offer showers, whether there's toilets, whether there's a shop on site, whether it's safe, are the cars safe in the car park, you know, normal things. But that is what we try and do here at the Parker Baits channel. You can actually take something away from the video and learn a little bit about the fishery or the complex itself. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing, like I mentioned, and I've turned up, and we come round. Obviously, jumped in the pickup, come round, and you can pay an additional £5, and they can drop you around to your swimmer, which I think is brilliant as well. So turned round, sort of not really seeing much, but the actual lake itself was alive. There was a little hatch going on, sort of in the middle of the lake, and sort of very sporadic fizzing, but nothing, no mass shows or anything like that, or fish clumping out of the water. So we carried on round the lake, and I've come to a corner, and it was sort of very apparent very quickly that there was a lot of fish in the swim. Now what I'm going to do as I talk through this, I'll put it up on the screen. It was absolutely unbelievable. And Chris was going to me, that's how, I think he was saying, that's no name, and I'm like, freaking hell, that's a big fish. He's like, it's a 40-pounder, and it was a 40-pounder. You can see the width of the bloody thing, absolutely massive. And so you can imagine how I'm feeling at this point. I've just jumped off the back of this, or jumped out the pickup, and all my gear's in the back. Nothing's out at the moment. And I'm like, oh my God, this is it. You know, this could go off. So with that, Chris is obviously, I've quietly offloaded all the gear. Chris is obviously then left reverse, so he didn't obviously disturb any of this corner. And I sort of sat back and went on my mission, really. Before I did go crazy, I sort of sat there and watched the water a little bit. Just to sort of see what was going on and what they were doing. They were clearly sort of just in front of this willow in the corner, and not just one or two, I'm talking like 25 fish, and I've got a little bit on this drone footage. It's just like absolutely mental. It's a couple of mega ones in the mix, a couple of good fish, you know, good 30s, and like Chris even mentioned, maybe even a 40 in the mix as well. So with that, obviously I've got my rod out, and I've just thought I'd put a little bit of bait in the margin in front of me where I've seen these fish sort of travelling through. There's a little hard spot, if you like, with some sort of mussel shells there that have been broken up. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to put a bit of bait on that. So I did. Nothing really happened, if I'm honest with you. And then I've waited a little bit longer, sort of seeing the fish slowly move out, and then these two swans come in and absolutely smashed the swim to bits. And all the fish then moved out straight away because I was watching it live. So with that, obviously got the drone up, and thought, well, what's going on? Nothing in the swim. There's one or two fish, and then I started seeing them peeling back, one or two fish starting to come back. So I thought, this is my perfect opportunity now to try and get some bait out. So with that, I've used the Parker baiter. I've given them probably 7 drops with the, you know, it's quite a big bit of kit. You know, you can get over a kilo of bait in there, but I've kept it really nitty, fine bits. Dusts and stuff, you know, crumbed up boiling, real fine stuff, and I've taken that out, trying almost to make myself like a dinner plate at the bottom, and in my head I can presentate on that easier because I've literally put them on top of a dustbin lid. So I've done that, and I've got a nice bit of bait. You know, there's some big fish in here, and I just want a couple to drop down and have a proper feed, and then I can have a good chance of catching one. So with that, I've then taken that out with the Parker baiter, put a PVA bag directly on top of it. And that was probably about 15 minutes ago. Right hand rod was the first thing I'd done, which I haven't mentioned, apologies, the road's right next to me. But the first thing I'd done when I turned up, there was fizzing just coming off these lilies to my right. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make a quick bag. My link was already on, just like, yeah, make a quick bag. And I've literally taken the Parker bag, don't cast it, but I took and dropped it on these lilies. and I didn't have nothing off it, and I thought I'd redo that in a minute. So what I'd done is when I reeled it in, trying to learn the lake as well, I've pulled that through, and it was very, very clear, and even the beans come up. Obviously by this point the bags broke up, but there was nothing on the hook, no nothing, and it felt really clean. So I thought, right, no brainer. I'm not going to commit any bait there, but I'm going to put another bait out there. So I cast this one so I could feel it drop. Donk, yeah, lovely, you know, straight on the money. Tightened up just to get that line lay, and then really slackened off so everything's pinned to the bottom, and that sort of brings you to where I am now. You know, it's exciting, it really, really is, and you know, wouldn't it be nice? To be honest with you, I've got to be off in the morning, like I said, and I've got to try and make it happen in the shortest period of time I can. So I'm going to leave it at that, and that's where I am, that's what I'm doing, that's how long I'm here for, and like I said, hopefully I can bring you an absolute banger. Now have I got some exciting news for you. Yes, you guessed it, we're heading to the Northwest Carp Show. Now it's on the 4th and 5th of November, coming very soon, and guess what? Parker Bait's going to be there. We're going to be bringing the freshest bait in the game, baby. I can't wait. Hopefully you guys can't as well. Now, a couple of things to remember. We're going to be bringing a selection of our magic dusts, our flat spot. We're also going to be bringing shelf life, 18s, 14s, and various other products as well. Now, join the Parker Baits wave, head over to the stand straight away, because the last shows we do, or shows what we attend as Parker Baits, we always bring limited edition products. Now it's exciting. We're probably going to bring a Scopex flat spot, but I'm already saying too much. I'm going to leave it at that. There's some big brands there for the likes of Gardner and also Corda as well. Solar have got a massive stand there, and that's just me touching on a few of the biggest brands in the industry. So there it is. See you on the 4th and 5th. Make sure you head over to the Parker Baits stand. I cannot wait. Yes! I'm shaking that. That was ridiculous. Right hand rod. I'm not going to lie, I was literally 4 rod lengths up the bank. Obviously I've got to get down to this one. And I'm watching a common up there, right in the corner, just milling around. Right hand rod starts peeling off, doesn't it? The one that I put up against the lilies on the bag on its own that I mentioned. Went down to my rod, hit into it. It's obviously done me before I've even got to my rod, and the lead was probably about 2 rod lengths off the spot, so it's obviously shook it somehow. So anyway, time to get making a bag exactly the same with what I've done, same rig. I know there's nothing wrong with that, I think I've just been unlucky. So yeah, I'm going to tie it up now, get it back out. Come on. It's a good start. Yes. But that is it, the rod is back out on them lilies. And to be honest with you, I didn't use the Parker bait. I've cast it underarm. And the reason why I've done that is I cast it underarm when I just had that run, so it clearly didn't scare anything off in that sort of area, because that rod must have been out 10 minutes, something like that. I did not think, out of all the rods, I thought it would be the baited spot that goes. Obviously committed to that, but not that. But anyway, good start. Rod back out. I'm going to sit back now, observe, lock onto the water and see exactly what they're doing. Now what I'll do is I'll quickly turn you around to show you exactly the other rod. This is the setup at the moment. You can just say it's carnage everywhere at the moment in this swim. There's just stuff everywhere. So I've got one lilies, which is where I've just had the run. And if the tallest part of the tree there, I'm sort of midway, and I'm dropping out of the Parker Beta, which is sort of around that area. Wind's coming down beautiful. Couldn't really ask for much more. The only thing I could ask for is that wind to get a little bit more aggressive, because surely it would bring the fish down with it. And from what Chris says up here, the bailiff, that definitely happens. So yeah, exciting, really is. And look at this naughty willow in the corner. That looked good. And the fish have been milling around right in there as well, because I've seen them, and this is where they were sort of this morning on top, loads of them, where we see them initially, and that big one was right there, mental. She's down here. Come on. Right, wow, that is my den set up behind me and all the stuff thrown in, because I do think we're going to have some rain very, very soon. To be honest with you, I just checked my phone, it's like 40% chance, so just to be safe and have that mind reassurance, I'm sort of watching the water but thinking, is it going to rain in a minute? So what I've done is I've just quickly set up the bivvy so I can see and lock on. That wind still trickling in. No more occurrences since obviously that right hand rod pulled up and started running. And obviously the lead being 2 rod lengths off my spot, a rod length off my spot, which I'm a little bit gutted about because it was clearly done. But one thing I think would be quite interesting, obviously, to let you know how I have booked this particular venue. Now, I went on the Swimbookers app, and it was simple, easy. Went on, booked on. There's a couple of pegs that you can actually physically book here, and for further details, head over to their app and have a look. But what I would say is what I do like about this is you can just book on, and obviously going off what the bailiff says, they're always going to be helping you and sort of put you in the right direction, which pegs are then free, so you don't just have to go in that peg, you're committed to that peg, and when you turn up, being that you've just paid for a ticket, you can go, right, I fancy that bit of the water, I fancy that bit of the water, and that is sort of how it works here. So very interesting. Another thing is as well that I've also found out about this lake, apparently a hell of a lot of pellet goes in, and they do like the bait in it, probably hence why the fish are absolutely bloody ginormous. They're proper nosser pigs, as we say on our channel. But yeah, that's a little bit more of an insight of how I've booked it, and thank you very much Swimbookers, because like I said, it was really simple and easy. And the one thing I always say with the app is it's sort of idiot proof, because I'm not very good with technology, but I can go on and just simple stuff. So there it is. I'm going to sit back now, lock on, just give it a couple of hours away from the camera and just see if I can see what they're doing. It's gone a bit moody now, there's a lot of cloud. Earlier obviously that sun was coming through and penetrating, hitting the water and sort of lighting it up, and you can see what's going on, but it's now made that very hard. Even with the Polaroids on, you can't quite cut through. What I've also done is, and I haven't mentioned, I haven't put any lines out sort of through. I'm just fishing 2 rods at the moment. The reason for that is I just want, obviously yes I am fishing in that middle bot right over to my left, but I want the fish to be able to come in openly and not have any line pressure going straight through and sort of tie up against the other bank, although it does look very sort of it's asking for a rod underneath them trees in front of me. But yeah, I'm not going to go in with 2 rods at the moment, keep the line pressure down. I've obviously got the other one on the margin, so I'm sort of fishing like that, so where the main body of water comes in and that wind's coming in, the fish can come in and be free sort of thing, if you like, and there's not a load of line pressure there. So that's the update for now. See you in a bit. It's raining. Right, well, it's just gone 4 o'clock and I've been watching it the last couple of hours non-stop. As I've said, that heavy rain, that's now stopped, but there is fish slowly pulling down. There's around, I would say, 7 to 8 fish, and I'd say 4 of them are bloody good fish. Very, very, very good fish, and they are lingering around my baited spot out there, which is great. I've also seen some fish sort of lingering around, not on the bottom, but sort of up in the water right in front of this willow there, and also I see a show here, a fish just up against it, breached the top and then pulled up and went right. And part of that I've not really seen much this way, and obviously the action I keep mentioning is down there. So also interesting fact, 80 30s in this lake apparently, Chris said to me this morning, and 6 40s. Ooh. Come on the carp, baby. Well, I think I've just missed it, but you can just about see the ripples there, directly in the middle of the camera, up against here. The fish is just breached against. I'm slowly getting there, and again, I've just got that on video. Yes. Right, need to get everything done. Come on. Right, well, that is that rod out, and it was good, but it was short, probably about 3 foot, if I'm honest, but it's definitely in that zone, and I don't want to make another cast because it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Little PVA bag, mini mix pet, little sprinkle of naturals in there, and then what I've done is I put a little Medusa on top. I made a real short little braided section. Obviously I'm dumping my lead, so in theory, because it's very weedy here, it's obviously it's just going to be so quick. It's just going to fill that lead very quickly as it sucks. Game over. I've just had a few little bubbles there on my baited spot as well, so that's going to be interesting. I wonder what that is over to my left. That's got me thinking. But yeah, so that's going to obviously, second they pick it up, 1 suck, game over. lead's going to come off and they're going to come up in the top, and hopefully I can play the fish and get it in and show you guys. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I may redo that rod just before dark, just to know I'm 110%. But yeah, for now, there's fish there. I've seen 4 shows now on that spot, and I think you saw one of them. Fingers blooming crossed, baby. And I think it's round about now, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, so the time is ticking, and it's ticking fast. And before you know it, you know that darkness is going to be in. It's going to be bloody pitch black. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Come on the Carp. Oh, it's a time check, and it's just gone up to 5:30, and I've been watching the water. I'm just sort of sat here casually, and one flops just to the left of the spot, which would probably mean he's having a feed. Absolutely mental that was. So I've seen one over there, I've got a rod, and obviously one down here, so it's looking good. There's one of them beats off. A little bit of fizzing coming up just down there as well. Starting to come alive a little bit now. Hopefully it's a start of things to come. Wow, it's just been mad, if I'm honest with you, over the last sort of like 40 minutes. I've seen a fish show 3 times here. I've seen another fish show right underneath the willow, so I was like, right, no brainer. I've literally got one there, and it's in the willow, or sort of just on the edge of it, if you like. So that's left down rod now, so I've taken that off the baited spot, but I do want to put a rod back on that tonight, so I'm going to leave it till last minute, just before dark. I'm going to move that middle rod on there. I'm not moving that rod because that just went out absolutely beautiful. That's a bite if the fish move over it, and there's so much fizzing. I've literally been watching it. That's why I had to do something. It was a no-brainer. But there's clearly fish down there. It's just whether they stay here tonight. If not, I'm going to be ready first thing in the morning to try and make it happen and do the do. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed one of them bobbins hits the blank and then we're away. Well, that's all 3 rods done, baby. And left hand rod, drop the Parker beta, middle rod obviously up against the willow like I mentioned, and third rod I've started seeing sporadic fizzing directly sort of all in that middle body. So I've cast over the top of that, over the top of it, hoping that I don't spook them, like right off the back, sort of on the run out. So as the fish are sort of going out, sort of 5 wraps up from where it's happening, and I've put a bag over there, and I've actually got a donk as well. Obviously a soft drop, but I'm going to go with that because I've been doing it recently, in even bags in weed, and I've still been doing very well with it, and I mean severe weed as well. I think the fish are just going in, burying their head in, and just attacking whatever they're smelling. When you're injecting them bags at the flat spot, it's almost like I think it pulls them straight down on it. So this is it now. Maybe the last time you'll see me before it's dark, but I just want to keep on locked on now and just see if I can learn anything. Just before I start the clip, I see a common. I've seen a common 3 times now. I've seen 8 shows all in all in the space of an hour and a half. So it's like come alive. Oh, sorry about the blurriness. Right, you join me in the bivvy. It's absolutely weighing it down out there now, and I'm actually proofing the video here of Limbrook. Now, we had a little match against Limbrook, and it's all at the Parker Baits channel. This video drops Sunday, so this video is now live on our channel when you're watching this. But yeah, look at it, look at it out there. Completely different again, but the rods are out. I'm glad I done them when I did. Could have left it to now, but I didn't. And that rain has now come in, so hopefully it gets the fish down, have a feed. I'm going to continue to proof this edit, and it's absolutely unbelievable. Massive shout out to Steve. It's a banger, and like I said, if you haven't already, check out this video on our channel, Limbrook Social. Or match, should I say. Well in, mate.
Pretty old thing, isn't it? Beautiful.
Beautiful. Lamparoonie. Wow, like I said, it was going to be pitch black next time you see me, and it really is. Absolutely pitch black out there. It's dinner time, foodie bits this week, and it's nothing special. I've literally, I'm not going to record this, I'm literally going to show you what I've got. I've got that, I've got biscuits to put in, some bread, and a sausage. It's about as good as it gets this evening. It was just a quick one, and like I said, I'm off in the morning. I just hope I can make it happen through the night, if not early morning, and nick one before I leave. Just one fish would be lovely. One good one would be amazing. Oh, it's beautiful this morning here. Mist rolling off the back. Carp, just hope the fish move in. I can start. A little bit more light comes through. That's what I love this bit about the morning. I always like staying up and watching this first bit. When that first bit of light comes through, I can start seeing the fizzing. Few beep on the middle rod in the middle of the night. Part of that, pretty slow. I think the fish moved out. Didn't really hear much, no thumps out of the water or anything. I did hear one. I think it was off the back of that branch. But yeah, I'm hoping and praying they hit that bait to the spot in the margin, leaving them rods. Come on. Alright, wow, I don't know if you're seeing me, but that was Chris just come out. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, they're really, really good. The customer service is on point. Just letting me know, got to be off for 9:30, so they're going to come round, pick me up at 9:30, and then there's a lake exclusive on for a couple of days. And definitely going into next year is somewhere that I'll definitely do a lake exclusive when they're going into next year, 110%. It's beautiful up here, and it's a bit of me, and I know the boys will love it down here, ladies as well. So hopefully they move in this bay, sun's coming through, and all I can do is hope and pray now for the last hour or so. I'm going to slowly start packing down. Come on the carp, come on the Parker baits. And fingers crossed, baby. 20 minutes to go. Look at this, so I don't break the net quite carefully. All the stuff's here, ready to go. Just the rods out. Fizzing coming up sort of here. The fish are moving back in. And I don't reckon I'm going to be quick enough. I reckon they're going to move in just after I leave. Right then guys, well that is me done here at this beautiful lake, and I'll definitely be back. And like I said, for further details, head over to the Swimbooker website or app for more details on this lake. So there it is. Unfortunately it didn't happen. I'm gutted I lost that one at the beginning. It was lovely to see just some of the stamp of the fish that are in here, because that's quite mind-blowing to be honest, and that 40 was crazy yesterday. So there it is. Hopefully you like this video guys. If you have, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace out.